I have Florida going all the way in a lot of my brackets, which means they won't go very far because that's just how it goes. But
I think that would be pretty wild. I honestly, I'm going to make a hot take. If Florida were to lose to Norfolk State, I think that would be even more of an upset than when UMBC beat UVA.
I agree. I mean, the biggest point spread for a 16 to beat a number one was 3 years ago. No, it was 2 years ago when FDU beat Purdue. They were 23.5-point underdogs. According to ESPN Bet, Florida is currently a 28.5-point favorite, which would break the record. I don't see it happening. If it does happen, I might have to rethink everything that is college basketball related and maybe take a break for a little bit. But my bracket needs to start heating up. I claim to know basketball, and I'm not looking hot this year. We need to rebound and quick.
Yeah, I completely agree. Rylan, you didn't make a bracket this year, correct?
I did not make a bracket this year.
He's got his heels going all the way down.
I made brackets in past years. I'm just not a big basketball person. I think it's the most boring sport on the planet. I know March Madness is like probably one of the most exciting tournaments of the year. But I don't know. I've just never been a basketball guy.
I don't know. Some NBA playoff games kind of get exciting.
Well, living near the 76ers, I don't ever get to experience.
Well,
yeah, when they finally decide to start playing defense when it's playoff time.
Well, it's all
ever since Kawhi Leonard shit on them in the playoffs.
Is this the dagger?
Oh, I love that play.
And Joel Embiid just doesn't know how to stay healthy, so
He needs to fucking retire.
he does need to retire.
Dude, he's got the best PTO of all time.
PG-13, he needs to get back to the podcast.
He's done for the year.
Hey, is he starting the podcast back up?
He needs to start that back up. I'm putting it off to make my playoff push.
What playoff push?
Are you getting cut by the Sixers and joining a contender, or you just going back to the podcast?
I don't know. I do think that NBA playoffs does get exciting. Last year's Western Conference was really, really exciting.
Man,
You saw some
that
new,
Wolves Nuggets series. Oh my goodness, just 7 games of back and forth basketball.
and even with the Wolves and the Mavs.
Yeah, I mean that was a 5-game series, but all 5 of those games were pretty close.
Yeah, and you really got to see these new faces of the league kind of
Orlando,
step up.
Cleveland.
Cleveland's the equivalent of the 2015 Atlanta Hawks, buddy.
Oh no!
I've been seeing that picture so many times of like Damari Carroll and Al Horford.
All right, Jeff Teague.
Right. Legends.
We're taking Boston down this year. This year's the year. We're built.
Yeah, just for you to lose to Orlando.
No way. If it's going to be anybody, it's going to be Detroit.
They ended your winning streak.
Yeah, now we're on a 3-game losing streak. It's time. It might be time to hit the panic button in Cleveland.
Yeah, I think you should fire Kenny X. Just trade all your players.
Yeah, wouldn't the Sixers love to pick up a guy like that?
What are you talking about? They got Nick Nurse. He's a great coach.
Oh, yeah, leave that guy there.
Great coach.
They got a reliable guy in Joel Embiid.
Okay. Stop with the bullshit.
Even Tyrese Maxey's not, like, I swear Joel Embiid's like straight up like a cancer. Like, he just, like, infects everyone.
They don't like each other. You never see them talk to one another.
When it comes to Philly sports, everything revolves around just, like, you come to Philly, you get injured. Or, like, your career ends.
You get beef with the fans, you get injured, you hate your teammates.
Yeah, it's just like it's the Philly curse, bro. Like you come here,
you get traded,
you just suck, or
you shit talk them.
I mean, you get hurt. I don't know, like for the Flyers, it was like so long. I think it was like what was his name? It was like Neuvert or whatever. He came to Philly and he played like 3 games, got hurt. I think he fainted on the ice. And then he was out for a while, and it was just like, it seems like no matter what happens, when you come to Philly, you're injured, and it's like almost a career-ending injury.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, that's a complete truth, Ryan. I mean, that was one of my things when Saquon came to Philly. I was like, oh, well, he's had injuries in his career. Yeah. His career's fucking over.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's not like the Browns. I always like to say the phrase of the Browns are going to brown.
Yeah.
Like, that is where your career goes to die.
Yeah, tread lightly with that phrase, being a Steelers fan and all.
Did you guys see, like, the Browns, like, proposal for like a new stadium and like the rendering.
What the
of it,
fuck
like,
did they?
That's
What are they gonna
for
win?
what
2
money?
games?
With what money?
for all 13 fans? But it's like it's massive. It's like this big like
Glass
yeah,
structure.
It's like glass. It's like
It's really
huge.
nice.
In a
Super
city
wide.
like that, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. The it's so big.
Well, it's on the
like,
outskirts
so
of Cleveland.
open.
It's not actually in Cleveland.
Invest
that's what
more
they
in the
said.
Cavs and the Guardians, 2 teams that are actually good and can go somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just like,
Bring
all
back-
the comments were like, "Oh yeah, wow, the 13 Browns fans are really gonna enjoy this." So
It's
I
like
don't
the
know,
Rays fans playing in Steinbrenner Field. All
Yeah.
5 Rays fans are really going to hate to make that trip there.
I heard the-
apparently they're not building their new ballpark. They're just keeping the
Why?
dome.
The Trop.
I know it's like I don't understand.
They should just move out to Oakland. They got a nice stadium out
Yeah,
there.
really.
Why
the
have a
Trop.
roof? Like, I
That's-
don't understand why have a roof like that when you're like prone to hurricanes as much as you.
I
are
don't know.
That shit just
Like,
needs to be thrown.
They
It
need to
needs
bulldoze
be
it.
destroyed. The Trop is one of the ugliest venues in all of sports. I hate watching an Orioles game when they're down there. It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
It's so dark and dull. And
I really do like.
Depressing.
I like listening to the games when they're on the radio, though.
Yeah,
Do we want to transition into baseball since we're talking? About
yeah.
it?
Let's do it.
All right. So we're 7 days away from from opening day. The season technically did start already, I guess, in Tokyo against the Cubs and the Dodgers. They played in the Tokyo Dome. The glazing of Shohei Ohtani has already begun. All over TikTok, all I see is here's every at bat from Shohei Ohtani. Here's blah blah blah, and it's just like just preparing myself. But in good news, Roki Sasaki got his first major league strikeout in the Tokyo series. That's pretty cool. Shohei Ohtani smashed a home run.
I mean, that was a fucking
It
moonshot.
was a moonshot, and I'm sure everybody in Tokyo was waiting for that moment.